Hey everybody, today I'm going to inform you about Jupiter's moon of Ganymede. Interestingly enough, this is the second largest moon in the solar system, only being shadowed by Saturn's moon Titan. It is actually bigger than Mercury, the planet, if you didn't know. It's a planet. To tie this into you guys, I know it may seem like it's not really very important to you, but we're all in college here, we kind of understand, so maybe some of us will need to take some astronomy one day, or maybe one of us in here is pretty interested in space. I know, for one, what makes me kind of a reliable source for this is that I'm pretty interested in space. I like to study space, and all of this kind of stuff really interests me. This right here is actually a picture of Ganymede. So this is pretty important. If you want to know what it looks like, here it is. It's great. It's a great picture. Today I'm going to talk to you about the history of discovering Ganymede, the attributes and its potential for life and its oceans. So firstly, the discovery goes back to January 7th, 1610. It was discovered by Galileo Galilei. It was named after a cupbearer. Well, this was in Greek mythology. He was named after a cupbearer. So a cupbearer to the gods. In Roman mythology, he was a cupbearer to Jupiter, which makes sense. Roman mythology is more based on the planets, more so than Greek mythology. According to NASA, the discovery of Ganymede and the Galilean moons was actually what helped them to determine that all of the planets and everything revolved around the sun instead of everything revolving around the Earth. Furthermore, the attributes is personally what I think really make it interesting. It has a magnetic core, so it does have a magnetosphere, and it does have a thin layer of oxygen, which I will come back to later in my next point. Other than that, on the outside, it is a thick layer of ice, but it's not extremely thick, but it's a good chunk of ice. But other than that, once you go below that, there is water. Now, according to space.com, I know that sounds super sketchy, I promise it's not. According to space.com, 40% of the planet is made of dark matter, which is dark matter. It's dark. And it's a lot harder than the light matter, which makes up 60% of the planet. The light matter on the moon. The light matter is actually what has all the craters and everything. So your craters and your ridges and your mountainous regions on the moon are made of that light matter. And most interestingly, for me, is the potential for life and its oceans. Like I said earlier, it does have a magnetosphere from its magnetic core. Because of this, the magnetosphere actually creates a barrier around the moon that would protect us from cosmic rays better than our own atmosphere does. And that thin layer of oxygen around it does provide potential for there to be life sources that we've never encountered before. Where there's oxygen, there could potentially be life. Although a lot of people say that the oxygen layer is too thin and it really couldn't house life. I mean, there's things that use up minuscule amounts of oxygen. So it could be said that there could be things in it. And like I said earlier, according to phys.org, the magnetosphere would protect better, because it's like, how do I put this? It's like, it's basically another atmosphere, except instead of the oxygen atmosphere that protects us from cosmic rays, it uses that iron magnetic core that it has to protect whatever is on the planet. So, interestingly enough, things have a harder time getting through the atmosphere, or magnetosphere, as you would call it, it has a harder time getting through it on this moon than it would here on Earth. In conclusion, today I've taught you about the history of Ganymede, its potential for life, and its attributes. And I really want to send it home now that I've talked to you about its potential for life and its thin oxygen layer and everything. I want to leave you with this last thought. Do you guys think that this could ever be a potential colonization spot for us, exploring space and the solar system? What do you guys think? Thank you for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Voila.